What's up, Vanguardians? This is Jonathan S.P. Mindham here with a word from the Butler. And today's, I'm going to try to keep it short. I just, when doing these, I always try to keep them to every 2 weeks and everything. And we're approaching the end of the year, and I wanted to kind of give a recap and kind of like a look forward. And the recap of the year, I got to say, it's been very successful for me, and I think for the building of this group. I looked at all the tournaments that I've done in the past, and we started back in May, and really has got me thinking like, oh my goodness, we're approaching that May timeline here, and really quickly we're approaching 1 year. So I've been an admin about that long. Really have had a lot of fun, and I really have got to say I've met some great people throughout this year, and I owe a lot of people a lot of credit for making it so much fun and actually doing so much for the group. And some people that Robbie Cole, like, thank you, absolutely thank you for doing everything you've done, and really giving me the chance to shine, and just had a lot of fun this entire year, and it has been one of those experiences that next year will be even better because of it. So thank you to him. I want to say thank you to the other admins that we've had on the staff, Amanda, Thomas, Mabe, Neil, Mike, Longchu, Chelsea, Aaron. I'm going to be forgetting somebody. I'm really sorry if I am. But you guys, thank you so much. It's been a wonderful year, and it's been one of those things where, going forward, it's going to be a lot of fun, because I think this year we've got to learn and develop with so much from each other. So it's going to be a lot of very interesting things to see and do. Next is, I want to talk about the tournaments real quick. I've had some fun stuff going on with them. We started the Christmas tournament, which is going on right now. It'll last for probably a few weeks. It'll end, and then, like I said, everyone will get through. There'll be like 8 presents across the board, and the first place will get to choose second place and so forth. So some of the prizes are going to be a lot of fun. Some of them are going to be interesting. Some are going to be not Vanguard related. So, it's going to be one of those things where it's definitely going to be random, but at the same point, a lot of fun again. Then going into next year, I'm really excited about the tournaments that we're going to have. The first one we're going to do, first tournament, we're going to actually do a sets 1 through 5 tournament. So only cards from set 1 through 5. And what's really exciting about this is just going to be a fun, a very casual one. I'm not trying to make this super competitive. Obviously, there's people who want to play the Nude Stride meta. This one is just kind of give me a break a little bit. Like, this is trying to catch, where I've left off and kind of thing, where, I need that little bit of time to kind of play catch up. So it'll be a lot of fun. Again, start thinking about decks you want to do for sets 1 through 5. I mean, there's a lot of good decks that, were deemed meta at one time that are no longer. You got to think Dote will always be played, but there's MLB, there's Shadow Paladins again at their original prime. And there's some certain decks that just really are going to be interesting to see, hopefully, people play. I really just hope it's not all Dota and MLB, but we'll see. We'll see. Also, next year, going forward, I want to do a special video, like Hangouts again, kind of like my live streams. But I want to do, kind of like, how do I want to put this? I want to do where I have experts of certain clans in each stream. So it's just a clan-related stream, where we're just talking about the clan, the general mechanics, the decks, the best choices that you could have going forward. And I think that's a huge kind of like analysis thing, where you break down the clan, and you talk about what's good, what cards people should be running. Biggest thing across any group that I've been a part of, people are always like, what's my deck build? Like, Vanguard's not a hard game to do deck builds with. It's really just one of those things where it's like crits, draws, stands, heals. Pretty simple. But, one of those things is when people go, oh, what makes a good blue flames, like, well, we're going to talk about that. I think that's an excellent idea. But I'm going to ask all Great Nature players. We're going to start with Great Nature. There's a lot coming up with Great Nature. Hopefully by then, when we get going, we'll know more about set Generation Booster 2. We'll see more. I just feel Great Nature is a good place, because there's a lot of good players out there that play that. I've seen some of the phenomenal Legion players with the deck, so it's just one of those things that I really want to go forward and have fun with. So then also go back to the tourneys real quick. We're going to be doing the Lords of Vanguard tournaments, where Every clan will have their own tournament, and everyone can compete. Well, sorry, not everyone. You go able to compete under those clans. So where you would say you want to be the best at Kagero, you can play under the Kagero category, and you'll have a little tournament amongst all your players. And then same thing with all the other clans. So everyone will have their own tournament, own clan going on, and the winner of that tourney will be like the lord of that clan. So I haven't decided what to do with prizes. I was thinking about doing T-shirts and things, and I might just do titles for now, like, you know, official, like, sanctioned Vanguardians titles kind of thing. But I was looking to do prizes, and I was looking at T-shirts and things that have, like, the clan logos right here in the center, and there's a color shirt. So some of you asked about, some of you have seen them, so we'll see what happens. I'm gonna have one made and see how I like it, and we'll go from there. So now the next thing I want to talk about actually is a few days ago during the live stream I did a giveaway for the Genesis mat, and I'm going through here and I'm going to start doing the randomizer. I'm sorry you can't see it because I can't share screens. So I'm literally inserting all the finishing up the information here, putting everyone in, and then we'll go from there. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to click this a couple of times. Since this is live stream number 4, I'll click, and we will see here who will be the winner of the mat. And the winner, I'll tell you what they wanted for Christmas too, because I really think that was really cool that a lot of people went out there and actually had a lot of fun with it, so that's always a plus. Alright, I think I got everyone in here, just double checking everything. Sorry it's taking me so long. We'll be ending this very shortly here. Okay, and I'm going to do the 4th person on the 4th click. So what that means is there's about probably 20 plus people here. Yeah, I've put in, and the 4th person of the 4th click will be the winner. So we will go from there. We will start with 1, 2, 3, 4. Mr. Matthew Logan Day. Matthew Logan Day. So what you have to do, Matthew, I'll make a post when I make this video, but make sure that you are subscribed to my channel. And Matthew did say he wanted oddly enough, he wanted this mat. So Matthew, Merry Christmas. I really hope you enjoy the mat. I think that's really funny, actually. So, and last but not least, I asked a bunch of you, asked me for questions. So we're gonna go through these. I've seen some of them already, and they look really interesting. Condor Locus, something. Why do you call yourself the Butler? Because I am actually a butler. I actually am a butler for a major hotel based out of Wisconsin, luxury hotel, sorry. And instead of having like a concierge or a bellhop and things like that, they actually have butlers. So I'm the main butler there. Enjoy what I do, and allows me to take on this fun aspect of Vanguard. So, next question: how to keep a courage? I don't really know the stating that question. I think what you mean is how do I have courage? You know, in card games, it's all math and degree, and it's all luck. But I believe in my deck. When it comes down to it, I believe in my deck. I believe in what it can do. Next question. Ren Sukamori. What the heck is with all the Jigglypuffs? Well, for those who don't know, and I haven't seen anyone really do it, December is like deemed some time ago National like Pokemon Month. So you took your favorite Pokemon and you put it as your profile photo. And that is why I have all the Jigglypuffs, because Jigglypuff is one of my all-time favorite Pokemon. Even more dangerous now that it is a normal normal fairy type. But one of my all-time favorites. Alright, Devin Christopher Banham. Not Vanguard related, but why is Stratos not off the ban list? I'm not a Yu-Gi-Oh player. I'll be the first to admit it. I don't even freaking care for the card. Like, all I ever see is when you go in the Zodiac is like, free Stratos, free Stratos. It's like, it's a card, people. There's going to be 1,000 more clones of it somewhere down the road because eventually Konami's going to realize we're not making any money off of our old cards. We'll reprint it, we'll unban it, we'll make it so it's shit so everyone plays it, and then we'll ban it again. It's just like one of those things where I just don't know, but I think Stratos is an okay card for the most part, but not that great. Rich Harris, what keeps you from getting burnt out? You know, a week or two ago, I was very burnt out. I hit a very low point. Personally, anything I do, I do for the sake of this group, and I do for the sake of the community. One of my favorite things about this community is its ability to be very resilient and funny. And I laugh so much when I go check on these pages daily of some of the things that people post and or what people say, and you know, sometimes the rules that people try to get away with. And you know, Vanguard's not a very complex game, but it did get to me, and I'm very glad to be back, and I'm ready for next year. I think a lot of it has to do with all the Neo-Nectar support that I've been seeing, so makes me excited for the game. Thomas Sharp. Gonna de-admin you. How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck chuck a wood? About a log. 350. Have you ever danced with the Dudley Devil in the Pale Moonlight? You know, I used to play Spike Brothers. I gave the deck to my brother, so I have played with the Devil in the Dudley Pale Moonlight. No. Robert Mansour, yes or no? No. Luke Stevens, how sweaty are you right now? Not sweaty enough. Matthew Simon, what do you think about the meta for the OCG? You know, it is going to be right now, I think, very Nova Grappler. We talked about this in the stream last week, or earlier this week, and I don't understand how the cross, the X, whatever you want to call it, when there's a fucking restanding stride unit. Like, granted, he loses the triple drive, but still the power aspect and the abilities that it has is insane. I don't understand it. I think that and the cross are going to be huge. I think going forward, you know, we just heard about the Vermilion card tonight, and the Vermilion card is great. I don't think it's as good as the cross in many ways because it can't search out things, and you need those limit break enablers. So, you know, to really make the deck effective. So I'm not overly impressed with it, but at the same point, I'm like, okay, like I can see this working on turn 3, getting rid of your front row. I think if anything, the annoying part would be every turn getting rid of your front row. So, and you can't use resist on that, so it's not targeting, it's just attacking the front row. So you got to get crafty with a different deck. You know, something that would really make it effective is like a Blaster Joker deck would really hurt that deck a lot. Like, just for the sheer fact that you need the ability to attack the front row and Blaster Joker. Generally, you can get away without having to do that. Man, the Troll of Trolls. Mason Clark. Why is Aqua Force so bad? Honestly, Aqua Force is not a bad clan. What Aqua Force lacks is the ability of really good support, and that is meaning like you can't have a 9k attacker restand for 4,000. Like, even adding a freaking trigger onto that only makes it a 5,000, or gets it that 5,000 back. So you really need something that's a little more threatening, and I think like Blue Storm something from set 15 was really good. Counterblast, restand, you know, once per turn kind of thing. But they need more units like that to really be an effective from a standpoint, or give us some like Nova Grappler clones and then really just see how that deck runs, because granted it's cloning it, it's not on its own for the multiple attacks, but it's something that somewhere needs to be added to where it has one card at least, a start or something. Once this restands, it restands. I think that's a good way of looking at it. Thomas Sharp again. Can you literally even right now? I can't. I don't even know where your guys' questions are coming from tonight. Sometimes they were just funny. Sometimes they're just terrible. This might be on par with terrible. TJ Summend. Do you trust your deck? Yeah, you know what? You know, I always go on record saying 50% of this game is deck, 50% of this game is luck, and then breaks down to deck and then player, like half and half. I do trust my deck. There are certain decks that I feel like I can't be beaten with, kind of feeling. You know, everyone always says that, you know, but I feel like that's when I play my Neonectars, for sure. I mean, my results speak for themselves. I love that deck, and I trust it very much. So I can kind of always guess what play. People always can kind of guess my plays based on what I do, but that's a good thing in respect because I know what to go for, and I know what to do, and I know how to win. How many SPs would Woodchuck stack if a Woodchuck could stack SPs? All the SPs, all of them. I don't even know where this is coming from, Cameron Gillard. What do you do if your avatar is cheating on you with another card fighter? I'm fucking done. Don't even know what that means. If Arboros were to ever cheat on me, bitch would get cut. Jonathan SP Mindham, I need to know how many potatoes can be fit into a sack. Oh, the trolls are real tonight. Robbie Cole, all the potatoes. I would say maybe a dozen potatoes in a little Walmart sack. You know, little tiny thing. You know, I don't even have one next to me. 100 potatoes in a big brown bag. Okay. Durand Sandstorm. I don't even fucking know what that means. Why the hen crossed the road? Because he had a freaking death wish. Casey Parkinson's. Serious question. Do you want more serious questions? The trolls tonight. This group has become cancerous. What? I don't even know. Okay. Thank you, Neil, for finally a serious question. Final last question, because I think I've been rambling on here now for... yeah, we're approaching it. What has been your favorite tournament to host? Least favorite? Favorite champs? Okay, my least favorite tournament, for least, and I've said this on record, was the team tournament. Like, that exhausted me beyond all belief. And, it was just a bad tournament. I don't know why people just didn't get it. I don't understand. Like, like, it was just really super bad. Like, every day I just wanted to cancel it and say sorry, guys, because it was just one of those things where I thought it would be so simple in retrospect. It was so difficult to execute, to get communication through people. Like, I'll never do it again. I'll never do another teams unless there's some, like, ironclad way to make sure stupid people don't sign up, because that was just a huge thing where I just was like, done. Just done. Favorite tournament to host? You know what's funny? I really liked Gridlock Games. I think Gridlock Games was one of our better tournaments. I think we had some great players. Very competitive. Kind of came down to the wire for a lot of people, I think. And there were some great decks in the top 8. I think it was a very fun tournament. These later ones have been really fun. Clan Lottery was interesting. I wish I would have done it just a little bit differently. Vanguard Mania was a lot of fun too. This Christmas one's going to be great. I'm more excited about what's going to be coming up. We'll see. And what is your team of people beside? What is your favorite team besides 2XC? Sorry, Kachula, but one of my favorite teams, and I got to meet them, was Team Endless Blaster. They're out of New York. John, Bart, and Chris. I had the pleasure of meeting them on the Queen Mary. They took second place there. I've had the absolute pleasure again meeting them again and playing with them a few times. I just think they're one of the best teams in the country. And if you don't know who they are, please go find them. If not, I will find their profiles for you and show you, because I truly think they're some of the best players. How many members of Team 2XC and how many members of Team 2XC and what are their names? Okay, first of all, for those who don't know, I am one of the members of Team 2XC. I am not the captain. I do not ever pretend to be the captain. I think my teammates sometimes say I'm the captain, but most importantly, I am an avid member. When you hear Team 2XC, it's not an acronym, or it's just 2XC means double crit. 2 times C. 1 crit. 2 times crit. Double crit. So, their team is very large. We just don't do Vanguard. We actually do a lot of games. We do Magic, we do Yu-Gi-Oh!, we do Pokemon, we take Judo. We have Wise. We kind of do everything. We try to be multi-purposed and multi-talented for a lot of reasons, because you never know one day when you might get sponsored, or when people are going to want multiple purpose things. Right now, the main team consists of Jason, who's another admin of the group, myself, Blake Brassard, who's been in many of the online tournaments, who you'll see, often trolling me about Neonectars, and often I am trolling him about Nova Grapplers. There's Zach. There's Mike, another admin. There's Jonathan Gall. Those are kind of in 2 different area guys. Jacob Kirkwood. There is I'm gonna forget so many names. Brian West. There's Nick. There's Andrew. My Tachikaze guy. He's on a lot of the tournaments as well. So there's a good portion of us. I think there's Andy who does Magic Strictly. There's Byron that does Magic Strictly. There is Jurger who does our Wise now. It kind of a little bit of everywhere. I mean, like, it's really me and Jason do a lot. Like, I think we're the most. Oh, Buddy Fight. How I could forget Buddy Fight? We do Buddy Fight. Jake, Blake, and so forth. We're all in there, but we try to do everything. I think a good team, a good group of friends, and we've all become that for the most part. David too. God, there's so many of us. But we've all tried very hard to actually establish like this kind of franchise. And one of the things that I was going to do next year is really start branching off and looking for members throughout the community and parts, and actually building a team, like a corporate aspect of it, and like really want people who are dedicated and want to be like sponsored. And that's one of the things is by the end of the year next year, I don't know how many people I have, but I want a successful name. So one of those things. Well, I think that's it, cats and kittens. I think we're at the end of our road here. I really am excited about what the future brings. And guys, if you have any questions, please feel free to message me. I got a lot of questions right at the Neo Nectar support came out asking my thoughts, and I said the same thing. It's wonderful. Like, we don't know enough yet to see. I'm really hoping there's some resist units, but overall, Aaron Daughtry, this is the last one. I don't know your team name. I think it was Team Island. I would love to give you guys a shout out. I just see this, but definitely. I would love to have you on my live stream soon, and you can talk more about your team there. But guys, I got to wrap it up. It's approaching this 22-minute marker, so I really appreciate it. I really hope you all have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. There's so much to look forward to in the coming year. We're finally going to get caught up meta-wise, and that's something to be excited about. That's something to be really excited about. We're finally going to be on even par with the Japan meta, and they don't get to dictate what we do anymore. No. I'm so excited. Thanks you for watching. Comment, subscribe, and like this video below. And again, any further questions, feel free to ask. Thank you guys so much. We'll see you in 2015.